Hello, it's Leslie Fightmaster, and welcome to day 69 of our 90-day yoga challenge, our Yoga Fix 90. Today's class, we're going to focus on some wrapping and binding. So bring your hands together. Take a moment to set an intention for your practice. All intentions are welcome. This is a way for you to connect in and make this practice personal for you. Keeping that intention in mind, we'll roll forward. Make our way into child's pose. Extend your arms forward. Arms shoulder distance apart. And these are active arms. As you exhale, walk your hands to the right, shift your hips to the left. So my elbows are straight. I'm reaching through my arms. My wrists and forearms are lifting away from the floor. I'm working the muscles. Inhale back to center, and exhale, sweep your hands to your lower back, interlace the fingers or hook the thumbs. Take an inhale as you exhale, lift up, reaching the arms. So if you have those really bendy elbow joints, try to take a little bit of softness there, not locking them out. Use your arm strength to stretch. Release. Stretch your arms forward again, active arms. Inhale. Exhale, walk the hands to the left and shift your hips off to the right. On the inhale, walk yourself to center. Exhale, sweep the hands, interlace the fingers, other pinky on top or hook the other thumb, and lift. Stretching out the shoulders. Steady breathing. And then release it. Stretch your arms forward again, active arms, spread your fingers wide. Come up onto your knees, tuck your toes, downward dog. So hands in about the same place. Bending one knee and the other if you like to bicycle the legs as you stretch out your hamstrings. Could be the first down dog of the day, so you might want to stretch out a little. Then inhale, we'll come to plank. And exhale, lower to the floor. Oh no, yeah, almost lower to the floor. Yes, do lower to the floor and take cobra. I almost forgot. As you exhale, make your way back to down dog, either up through plank or to the knees first. Arms shoulder distance, feet hips width, root into the base of the fingers and lift your forearms away from the mat. Inhale to plank. Step your feet a little wide. Pick up your right hand, either take it to the low back if you can, so feet are wider than hips width. I'm going to lift that shoulder head up. And then back to plank. Pop up on the left fingertips. You could stay right there or lift it up, lifting the shoulder head, but keeping your hips level. Good job. Back to plank. Lift the hips, downward facing dog. Hold on to the sides of your mat with your hands and kind of pull the mat away and reach the crown of your head down, taking your feet still wide. So really stretching out the shoulders here. Don't do it a lot. Every once in a while it feels good. Bring the hands hips width, the hands shoulder width, feet hips width. Step or hop forward, inhale, lengthen, and exhale to fold. Now right hand to left ankle, reach the left arm up. You can stay there or left hand behind the back. Rolling the left shoulder back, widen across your collarbones. And release it. And then left hand to right ankle. Right arm up and twist, keeping the hips level. You could also take the right hand behind the back or keep it at the low back or keep it lifting. Roll your right shoulder back, widen across your collarbones. And then back to center. Hands to hips. Inhale, come on up all the way. Samasthiti. Inhale, sweep your arms up. Exhale, folding forward, hinge from your hips. Inhale, come halfway up, lengthen. Exhale, step or float back, Chaturanga. Inhale, up dog or cobra. And exhale, downward facing dog. Stretch back here, reach the heels toward the floor. Get some length through your spine. Look up, step or hop your feet up. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale, fold. Inhale, press through the feet, rise up, look up. Exhale, hands to the heart. Again, inhale, sweep your arms up. Exhale, folding in. Crown of the head reaching down. Inhale, coming halfway up. Exhale, step or float into Chaturanga. Inhale, pressing up, hands and feet. Exhale, downward facing dog. Right leg floats up on the inhale. And exhale, step it through. Take your left knee to the floor. Make sure your right knee stays over the ankle. And then sink your hips forward as you reach up through the arms. Spin your triceps forward. Pull your right hip back and send your left hip forward. Releasing. Interlace the fingers behind you. Open up the chest and reach your arms toward your back of your knee. Maybe lift the chin just slightly, but don't throw your head back. Release down, tuck the back toes, come to plank, Chaturanga. Inhaling up. Exhale, back into down dog. Left leg up, inhale. Exhale, step it through. Right knee to the floor. Inhale, coming up, pull your left hip back, sinking in. Right hip's coming forward. Make sure your left knee stays over the ankle. Stretch through the arms. Then interlace other pinky on top. Open the chest. Reach your arms down toward the back of your knees a little bit. If you're looking up, that's fine. Just don't throw your head way back. We don't want to compress the back of our neck. Releasing. Tuck the back toes. Plank. Chaturanga. Inhale, up dog. And exhale, back into down dog. So as always, rest when you want to rest. Right leg up, inhale. Exhale, step it through, left knee to the floor. Reach up on the inhale, sink the hips. And this time we'll pick up the back foot, hold the foot back, or draw it forward. Now if that's too intense, keep the foot on the floor. Release, straighten the front leg, lengthen as you inhale, and exhale to half Hanumanasana, half split. Pull the right hip back and send your left hip forward. Rebend, tucking the back toes, plank, lower Chaturanga. Inhaling, press up, open the front of the body, and exhale to down dog. Left leg up, inhale. Exhale, step it through, right knee to the floor. Inhale for your low lunge. Sink the hips again, left hip's pulling back, the right hip forward. And then left forearm to left thigh. Reach back for the right foot or draw it forward, squaring up hips and shoulders to the front. If that's too intense, you don't have to pick up that back foot. And then release it. Straighten out the front leg, come onto the heel. And exhale, lengthen forward over your straight front leg and pull your left hip back. Then rebend the knee, step back, plank pose, Chaturanga, inhaling up, and exhaling all the way back. Downward dog. So take a block by the front of your mat if you have one. You might want to use it. Look forward, step or hop the feet up. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale, fold, Uttanasana. Inhale, bend your knees, Utkatasana, chair pose, weight into the heels. Interlace your fingers behind your back. Inhale, open the chest, and exhale, start to fold, begin to straighten your legs. Reach the crown of the head down, stretch out your shoulders, hips over the heels. Rebend the knees, release your hands, come back into chair pose, weight into the heels, sink your hips back. Stretch out the arms and then sweep them again to the low back. Other interlace. Open the chest, inhaling, and exhale to fold. Reaching the crown of the head down again. Rebend your knees, chair pose, and then come to standing Samastitihi. Inhale, circle your arms up. Exhale and fold forward. Inhale to lengthen. Exhale, step or float, Chaturanga. Inhale to press up. Exhale, downward dog. Right leg up on the inhale. Exhale, step it through. Back foot flat. Come to warrior two. Line up your front heel with your back arch. Knee over the ankle. Gaze over the fingertips. Make sure your back arm is as high as the front. And then interlace your fingers behind you. And exhale to humble warrior. Take the crown of the head, reach it toward the floor. Your right shoulder toward your right knee. Keep weight in the back leg. Make sure your right knee stays over the ankle. Inhaling up. Back into warrior two. Drop the left arm to reverse. Exhale, bend the knee. Inhale, come up straight in the front leg, arms to a T. Shift your hips back, lean forward, get as much length as you can. Left hand down to the shin or floor, right arm up. So I shorten my stance between warrior two and triangle pose. It just feels more steady. Reach the left arm forward. For me, it does. Exhale, release the left hand behind the back. But there's really no hard and fast rule about how wide your legs should be for triangle pose in this form of yoga. Look forward, bend the front knee, half moon pose. Take your right hand about 12 inches in front. Try and keep that half wrap. Bring your right hand a little behind your back, so it's on the pinky toe side of the foot, and float the left leg up. Now start to bend the right knee. We're going to set that left foot down, heel to arch again, and then lean forward. Take the right forearm onto the right thigh or slide it down, hold the ankle. Or some of you might interlock your right arm inside of the right leg, reaching back and holding your left hand. If you've got interlock, release it now. Bring the hands to the floor, Chaturanga. Inhaling up and exhale back. Left leg up on the inhale. Exhale, step it right in the middle of the hands. Back foot flat. Come up into warrior two. Knee over the ankle. Drop down through the front hip. Back inner thighs lifting. Gaze over the left fingertips. Then interlace your fingers. Other interlace. Open the chest as you inhale. Exhale, come forward. Your left shoulder down toward your left knee. Reach up through your arms. Let the head hang right down. And then come back to center, inhaling. Arms to a T. Drop the right arm reverse. Bend into the left knee. And inhale to come up. Straighten the front leg. Walk it in a little if you like. Shift the hips back. Utthita Trikonasana, triangle pose. Arms are in line with each other. Left hand to the foot, shin or floor or a block. Right arm up. Draw that front hip under you. Reach your right arm forward and then sweep it down. Take it behind the back or reach around to hook it onto the left thigh. Roll your top shoulder back. Keep pressing weight into the base of the big toe of the left foot and keep your left outer edge of the foot parallel with the outside of the mat, especially when you come into half moon. Here we go. Bend the front knee. Walk the back foot in a little. Lift it up when you're ready. Left hand about 12 inches in front, pinky toe side of the foot. Keep rolling that top shoulder back. Keep the half wrap if you can. Otherwise, you can release it. Stretch your right sitting bone toward your heel. Start to slowly release it, keeping the half wrap. Lean forward, left forearm to left thigh, or left hand to the floor, or left hand in front of the thigh for interlock. If you have interlock, start to reach your arms toward your back leg. Keep your front knee over the ankle. Roll the top shoulder back so the shoulder blades are moving toward each other. Release. Bring the hands to the mat. Chaturanga. Inhale, press up. Long spine, long front of the body. Exhale to down dog. Remember, pausing and resting always an option. So we're going to walk the hands back to the feet into a squat. So the feet are a little bit wider than hips width. Knees and toes in line. So I have to turn my toes out because that's the only way I can get down there. Some people can do it with feet parallel. Bring your right arm forward, wrap it around your right leg, reach your left arm up, or take your left hand behind you and clasp. Rolling your left shoulder back. Widen the collarbones. So make sure your knees are still tracking with your second toes. Inhale, center. Left arm forward, wrap it around the left leg, right arm up or behind you and clasping. Roll the right shoulder back, widen the collarbones. So we're wrapping and we're binding. And release it back into center. Malasana. Now walk yourself back out into downward facing dog. Inhale the right leg up and exhale, step it through. Back foot flat, come into warrior two again. Knee over the ankle. Lean forward, take your right forearm to the right thigh, lift the left arm up, and then sweep the left hand behind you, half wrap. If you can reach your right thigh, grab it. Take the right hand down or interlace. This time, perhaps straightening the right leg for a wrapped triangle pose. Be careful, this one is pretty intense. It's a big wrap, and you got to watch that front knee as well. But it's fun if you can get into it. Rebend that knee, walk your back foot next to your front foot, and press down into the left foot, pick it up for bird of paradise. So lift up the leg, extend it out, whoops. If you fall down, just pick it right back up. That happens. Lift the leg out or not. Keep your left leg firm, left hip in toward the midline. Slowly release the foot down and step your left foot back so you come back into your wrapped Parsvakonasana pose. And then let's release that. Pick up your back heel, hands on the inside of the foot. Lizard pose. You can take your forearms on a block, or you could take your forearms on the floor. The back knee can rest down if you want a little break. So my right knee goes out to the right a little in this one. So my right toes need to go out too so I can line them up. You don't have to. You can keep the toes and knee pointed straight ahead. I could too if I were being a little more mindful. Now I'm going to press onto my right calf and work my right shoulder underneath. Then I'll reach the arms out to the sides. I'm off my back knee. And maybe clasp your hands or grab your wrist behind your back. So again, we're wrapping around that front leg this time. Hands back down. So I'm going to take scissors. Lean forward. I get my left elbow under the hip. Lifting forward. I've got straight front leg, but you don't have to. Lean forward, sweep up, check, and then back into Chaturanga. Inhaling up and back into downward dog. So if you want to practice that one, push pause, go through it again. Inhale your left leg up. Exhale, step it through. Back foot flat, coming back into warrior two. Lean forward, left forearm to left thigh, right arm up. Take the right hand behind you, low back or hook the thigh. Slide your left hand down, stay there, or bring it inside the thigh. Hold your shirt, or you could interlace fingers. Roll your top shoulder back, start to straighten the front leg, maybe. Otherwise, keep it bent. It is a pretty intense pose when that front leg straightens. In that wrapped triangle pose. And then look forward, step your right foot next to your left foot, start to press down into the right foot, and pick up the left leg into bird of paradise. Still wrapped if you can. Extend that leg out. Try and roll your right shoulder back. So you can also use a strap here to bind. You can hold on to a strap or a towel. Start to release that foot back to the floor. Press into the left foot. Walk your right foot back. Line up front heel and back arch. Back into your wrapped pose, and then unwrap. Bring your hands on the inside of the left foot. Pick up your back heel. Lizard pose. So you can stay right there with your hands down or forearms on a block. Knee and toe line up. Back knee can come down for a little more rest. You can also do forearms on the floor. Any variations. Nice hip stretch. Then press your left hand onto your left calf. You got to take your back knee off the floor. Left hand on the left calf. I'm going to work my left shoulder underneath the thigh. Arms out to the sides balanced, or reach around and interlace fingers or grab the wrist and balance. Yeah, this is a challenge. Releasing. Get that. Lean the body weight forward. Right elbow under right hip bone for Ekapada Kundinyasana scissors. Your elbows are bent just like Chaturanga. I can rest my head on the floor, lift the legs up for just a second, back into Chaturanga. Inhaling up, exhale back. So again, if you want to play with any of that, push pause and play with that. It's good fun. Stretch back, downward dog, or take a rest. Coming forward, walking your hands and feet toward each other, and forward fold. Take your feet hips width apart, gently rock side to side, holding your opposite elbows. So you're going to take your feet a little bit wider than hips width and wrap your right arm inside the thigh. Take your left fingertips to the floor. Keep that half wrap with the right leg and start to lift your left leg up off the floor. I don't know the name of this pose, but it's fun. So left fingertips down, and then a little extra if you want to. Reaching for those left toes. Reach your left knee straight up toward the ceiling. The big stretch in the quad and the hip flexor. So be careful with that one. And release it. Back to your forward fold. Shirt was falling off me. Bend the knees, left arm on the inside of your left thigh, right fingertips on the floor. Press into the left foot, pick up your right leg. Right leg is up in the air. So you can either stay right here or maybe you'll bend your right knee and find your foot with your hand. So I just look for my foot anywhere and then I find the foot and start to lift the knee up. Big stretch in the quad. And then slowly releasing and back into your forward folds. Take a rest. Bring your hands to the mat and step back to plank. Lower down Chaturanga to the floor this time. Arms by your sides. Press all your toenails into the floor. Pull in your belly, then interlace your fingers. Inhale, come up into Shavasana, locust pose. Inner thighs are spinning up toward the ceiling. Reach your knuckles toward the heels. Breathe into your chest. Release and rest. Now bend the knees, reach back for the feet. If it doesn't work for you, do another one of your locust poses. Lift up with the feet and press them back. Dhanurasana. Release and rest. Once again, Dhanurasana, lifting up, pressing back, and then this time we're going to do a nice little shoulder stretch. Roll to your right, Parsva Dhanurasana. Keep pressing the legs back. Try to keep in the same shape as Dhanurasana. You're on your right shoulder, getting in a nice stretch. Inhale, center, and straighten yourself out. Lift up, pressing the legs back, and then roll to the left. On the left shoulder. So keep the legs in the same shape as they were, and the body in the same shape, except you're on your side. Roll to center, straighten yourself out, lift up one more time. Keep breathing into the chest. One more breath, and slowly lower down. Hands by your ribs. Inhale, press up, and then back into a child's pose. So make it a comfortable one. I've got my knees a little bit wide because I can let my belly just hang down between the legs, and that feels nice to me. Come up onto the knees, tuck the toes down, dog. I'm starting to cool down. Come into plank, lower Chaturanga. Inhale, pressing up. Exhale, come back into down dog. Look forward, step or hop and sit. Dandasana, sit up nice and tall. And then bend your right knee and take it a little bit away from your left thigh. Reach forward on the inside of your right thigh. Wrap it around. Take your left hand behind you. Roll your left shoulder back. You can stay there or exhale and fold forward. This is Marichasana A. Pull your left toes back. So I'm getting lots of comments about you guys getting stronger and more flexible from this 90-day Yoga Fix 90. So let's release the right and bend the left. And your left foot's a little bit away from your right. Left arm inside and wrap it. Roll the right shoulder back. Inhale. You can stay there or exhale and fold. Keep the right shoulder lifted. So I love to hear about your progress. And I think that I feel a little bit stronger too. So I think it's been super awesome for me. And it sounds like it's been super awesome for you guys. Come on back to center. And draw the right knee in, right hand behind, left arm up on the inhale. Exhale and twist. So since it's wrapping day, if you'd like, you can wrap your left arm around that knee and clasp hands. Inhale, sitting up tall as you exhale, rolling back with your right arm. It's not easy. Don't overdo it. If that doesn't work for you, stay as you are. Inhale, center. Exhale, unwind. Bend your left knee, left hand behind you. Right arm up, inhale. And exhale, take it across to twist or to wrap. As you inhale, sit up tall. On your exhale, rolling back with your left shoulder. Hard to remember sometimes. Inhale your head to center and exhale, unwind. Draw your knees into your chest. Rock gently side to side. And then take your feet back to the floor. I'm going to put the blanket under my knees because I think it's so comfy. And then make your way into your final resting pose, into Shavasana. So your feet are wider than hips width. Let your legs wider than hips width. Feet flap open, arms by your sides, palms up. And rest. So back to the yamas. So the yamas are ethical standards or focusing on how we conduct ourselves in life, like the golden rule to treat others the way that we would want to be treated. So the third of the yamas is called asteya. And these are all Sanskrit terms, by the way. Asteya means non-stealing. So of course, we don't steal other people's property, but also make sure that we're not stealing other people's time or other people's integrity. Things like that as well. Have a good Shavasana rest. I'll be back shortly. Making your way back to reawaken your body. Reach through your hands and your feet. Stretch through your arms and your legs. And then bend the knees, roll off to your right. Pausing for gratitude for all of our blessings. And then making your way back up to seated. Bring our hands to Anjali Mudra in front of the heart. Our hands to the forehead to remind us to have clear and loving thoughts. Hands to the heart to remind us to have clear and loving intentions. And hands to the mouth to remind us to have clear and loving communications. Thank you for your practice. Have a wonderful day. Namaste. And I hope to see you tomorrow. If you like our class today, please push the like button and please subscribe to our channel and tell your friends all about it so we can all do our Yoga Fix 90. If you can afford a donation of any amount, please leave us a donation. There's a link below in the comments and we would love it. It really helps us to continue our mission to try and get yoga to as many people around the globe as possible. Another way you can support us is go to fightmasteryoga.com. If you shop at Amazon, there's a link on our homepage. If you go through that link, it doesn't cost you anymore, but it helps to support us. And leave me a comment. Bye.